So I took my GoPro Max out into the cold to test the battery, and damn. Greetings and salutations, I am Skojo in 360. Man, I finally had a chance to take the GoPro Max out, put the battery to the test. Now the battery is not easy to get into there. It's only that big, so to put it in relation, that's my fingers. So what I did was I took this thing out and I made sure I had 100% charge. And again, for a battery this size, I mean, I wasn't expecting that much. First of all, I should make a disclaimer. I'm a complete idiot. I went out expecting to test the battery for its 360 power, shot the entire video thinking it was in 360 mode, and got back and it was in hero mode 1440. So what you're seeing now is just standard HD 1440. My bad. So I'd been seeing how the specs were saying it could record for like I think it was 78 minutes in 360. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. The Insta360 One X only records for a little over an hour. So I'm really going to be curious to see if it's going to live up to that. And yeah, it kind of did. When I first got out there, it was a place called the Mount Bachelor Nordic Center. And then I went off trail and it was about, I believe it was about 30 degrees out. So not cold. You know, if you're going to take this thing skiing, 30 degrees isn't really all that cold. But, you know, it's a good enough test. There's snow everywhere. It's gorgeous. By the way, the other thing I should mention is I had these removable lenses on there. And so far, I've been fairly impressed with these things. Now, they do end up refracting light a little bit annoyingly when you get into the direct sunlight, but all in all, the quality, if you're concerned at all about your lenses getting beat up, I would personally sacrifice some of that light refractment in order to have these things. I mean, that is really solid. I just love these lens covers. I don't use them all the time, but whenever I'm out somewhere where I think I could, you know, definitely damage this thing, I use them and they do a great job. The normal lenses also are pretty sturdy. This whole camera is fairly sturdy. So I was very excited to get this thing out into the woods. It was a gorgeous day, sunny skies, Mount Bachelor over my shoulder the whole time, about shin deep powder out there. And I just kept going. So pretty soon I started to realize that this battery may outlast me. It may outlast my data card. One of the things I love about it is on the display, it will show you the percentage of battery left, which a lot of them don't do. And then when it gets to a certain level, it turns kind of yellow. And so even if you can't see the number, you see the yellow. And then when it gets down to, I believe it was around 10% is when it started to turn red. Now, it didn't hit 10% till I was nearly back to the Nordic Center Lodge. So the race was on as to who was going to outlast the other. Now, in full disclosure, I have to say, by the time I got all the way back to my car, it had been an hour and a half, and there was still about 3-4% left on the battery. I still was able to shoot. Now, I did get out there and tried to do some sort of, when I thought I was shooting in 360, do some sort of point of view recording. So I took an Insta360 One X invisible selfie stick with the GoPro Max on it, as you can see here. And I put this thing between my back and my backpack and just went down the trail, getting all kinds of interesting looks from people. And, you know, it actually worked pretty good. I'm really going to be excited to find out what it looked like when I actually shoot in 360. And in fact, if you know of a rig besides shoving it in your back where you can shoot like that, please leave a link and in the comment section below, because we'd all like to know, like, how do you shoot that stuff? Give us a link, tell us a little bit about it. In fact, any of this stuff, like how you treat your batteries in the cold, how long your batteries are lasting in your cameras, please leave these all in the comment section below, because we all benefit when we start sharing information. And if you aren't already on the Facebook pages for your specific camera, be sure and get on those, because realistically, as a hive mind in 360, we're still very early, but we can share share information. I've been sharing information with a lot of the other YouTubers around here, and the technology is getting better. Our understanding of it's getting better, and it's just only becoming more amazing to deal in 360. All right, well, currently I am not putting out videos as much as I'd like because I used to be a TV weatherman. I am again. I've been subbing at the local TV station and doing weather on TV like I used to. So I've been awfully busy, but I have been getting out in the woods more and more lately. I'm going to be continuing to take this out with me. In fact, even starting to dive into some immersive stuff. There is some live streaming updates to come. The new Insta360 is going to be coming out. I'll be getting my hands on that. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell on the side, and also please like this belches and share it with people if you want to help this channel grow. I want to see this become a community where we can share a lot of information together to make our own little personal kick-ass films more kick-ass. All right, I'm Skojo in 360. It is time for me